game last. Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
That's a whooping.
Yeah.
That's a whooping. But the good news is they're going to bounce back tomorrow, and we'll have a pair of tickets tomorrow morning at 11:20 to play high-low red black, courtesy of ticketbash.com. Ticketbash.com, the price you see is the price you pay. Never any hidden fees at ticketbash.com. You'll bounce back, Diz.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
I'm looking forward to Monica winning high-low red black right off the rip tomorrow.
Turn that frown upside down, young fella.
What if it is? How are you happy or angry if since you're gonna allegedly make me do this whole game?
I haven't decided on it yet.
Oh, you can decide no. It's not like you change your mind.
We'll figure it out.
It's never too late, JP.
What's on your tatas? What do you got going on there? Am I not supposed to say that?
I don't care.
Peace, love, and what?
World, that's the earth. That's the world.
Peace, love, and earth.
Yeah.
Do that again slower. Flick.
Just kidding. Sorry.
Peace, love, and earth. You're in a good mood today. What happened?
I am. Well, I mean, listen, Mike, I took little hopesters in, and shout out to Wilson's Garage, by the way, in Oldsmar. I don't know anything about cars, and these people are so ridiculously trustworthy. They're like, no, you don't need that. What are you talking about? And like, saved me a couple $100. And then they were like, okay, you do need this and whatever, blah, blah, blah. So they're working on my little hopesters right now. And can I just tell you, now just hear me out. Just hear me out. I'm not saying you're to the level where I am, where you name your car and all of that. But is there any level of guilt when you drop off your car to get fixed?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Is there? I mean, I'm not saying you're going to cry. I don't cry. I'm just saying you don't feel weird handing over the keys to this car that you love. You don't feel weird? Is that not? It's okay. You don't feel a little bit weird. I'm not saying to the degree that I do.
You didn't even have to spit out 5 words of this sentence, and I knew exactly what you're going to say. You feel guilty dropping your car off for service because you're not there to be with her.
Yeah, and she's all alone, just stranded. Although I did prep her on the way there. I'm like, okay, listen, and we've been here before, and these people like you, and they're nice, and they're not going to hurt you. They're going to help you.
Nah, they're running the train on that car. A bunch of different hands are getting busy in there.
Checking the tailpipe.
Yeah,
Damn it.
touching a bunch of parts they shouldn't.
No, leave the headlights alone.
Yeah.
Someone's elbow deep in her back door.
No, hatchback down, hatchback closed all day. I'm just saying, like, you don't, because you know your car and you know how it drives and it's your car, it's your personal space, and so you don't feel weird like a stranger just hopping in and handling business.
Monica, my car, and I think not everybody's cars, but most people's cars are inanimate objects. You decided to bring your car to life somehow.
Yeah.
Kind of like Herbie the Love Bug or something along those lines.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, but no, I think you're going to be a little bit alone.
Don't think there's not one half a second that you think, I'm just dropping off my keys like doo-doo-doo.
When's the last time you valet parked a car?
I don't. I won't. Refuse. I'd rather walk a mile and a half. You're not getting in my car. I don't like
you drive a Ferrari.
I do drive a Ferrari.
No, you don't. You drive a Yaris.
And she's my Ferrari.
Some would say the opposite of a Ferrari.
Right.
They don't know what they're talking about. They don't know hope. Little hopesters.
Some might.
Are you going to know her after all those guys been deep down in her parts?
Right.
She comes back to you?
No.
She going to drive the same?
What if she
after she's been fondled?
Would it be funny if she's leaking a little water from the headlights like there's tears?
Yeah.
No, the guilt already. And then I realized, I probably shouldn't even be. I shouldn't even be
you're in it now.
my.
Go.
Yeah. Every time you turn on your AC, it's going to go, and start blowing.
Don't do it because the guilt level is already weird enough. And then I realized I gave her the pep talk on the way there.
Oh, my God.
But I didn't.
What do you mean the pep talk?
Like, it's okay,
What
baby.
do you think she means?
It's okay, baby.
You know
I'm about to hand you off.
exactly. You know exactly what kind of madness she's about to spew.
No one's going to hurt you. You're going to be okay. But I realized afterwards, and I turned around.
That you were crazy?
No, that I forgot to tell her that instead of being here at work, she's going to be there for how long. I always say, no matter where I go, there's always the, I'll be back in an hour or 45 minutes or, whatever.
So here's a question for you.
She just thinks she's abandoned right now.
Here's a question. So you said you'd be back in a couple hours,
No,
right?
I did. I forgot to say it. Now she's just like, where are you? Ugh.
Let's just hypothetically say you spoke to your car before you left her at the shop, at the doctor's office.
Can't you just have no heart whatsoever at all?
And you said to her, I'll be back in a couple hours.
I wish.
And then as they're working on her, they realize there's a problem
Oh, I like where this is
and
going.
the car is going to have to be overnight. It has to stay overnight.
Oh, that's
No.
what
Now, hold on. Stay with me here.
I thought you were going to say put it down.
Would you then go back to the shop to tell her she's going to have to stay there overnight before you Ubered home or however you got home? Or would you just go home?
No, part of me wants to say I'll take her home and bring her back. Like, I don't want the overnight. I don't want that. That would be my first move. But if for whatever reason they're like, no, we can't let you drive an inch.
She needs
I don't see I have a
surgery. But
choice.
would you go back to talk to the car and then go home, or would you just go home?
I don't see that I have a choice here.
Then what?
And
What's the
I would
choice?
have to go back and like.
You would go back.
Well, here's why. Because
and talk to the car. Gareth, I want you to, Monica,
her?
I want the name of your shrink. And Diz, I want you to pull this audio.
No, but
because
here's why.
I want to personally send it to her shrink.
I have
I
stuff
want
in
her
there,
therapist
though.
to hear this.
I need my work badge that I accidentally forgot in there. I have a temporary from Mike Cernak, so that was very nice of him. And so, like,
It'll
I
work
would go,
tomorrow.
Yeah.
It'll work tomorrow.
I would go back on the guy under the guise of I need stuff out of my car, and then we would. But if maybe not. But I just feel like how guilty.
Imagine the employee is like, all right, yeah. And they go check on her and she's just whispering, but okay, it'll only be for one more night.
Yeah.
And then you'll be back with mama. And
Yeah.
It's like, who are you
That's
talking
literally
to?
my car. That's literally would be like, I'm so sorry, baby. I didn't realize. I didn't know, and
Baby,
they just told
you call
me.
the car, baby. Don't you dare.
I do.
Don't you dare.
Oh, my God.
What?
Don't you? Don't. That's like, what if I called you baby? Don't do that.
Hey, you're not driving me around.
Don't do that.
What?
Yet.
Why is baby?
Yeah, calm down, baby.
Why is
Right.
baby offensive?
Monica, there's a guy on the air on Long Island. He does mornings on a different rock station. Baby, sweetheart.
Oh, really?
His sign off is
Oh no.
"Love you, baby." Like he'll say his goodbye and be like, "Love you, baby," or "See you tomorrow," something along those lines. Like little callers will call in. He's calling them sweetheart.
Yeah.
He's calling them baby. And my GM is a chick, and she's like, "This mother." She's like, "How is he still doing it?" I'm like, "I don't know. I
Who
have
is
no
he?
idea."
The difference is, I'm talking like who is he talking to? All the people listening
He's
and
talking
calling
to-
them baby.
He's talking to women and the audience, baby. Kay is on line one. She's got some breaking news from your car's
That'd be
auto
nice.
shop.
Okay,
Hi, Kay.
Monica,
Yeah. Yeah.
Monica,
Yeah.
you there?
Yep.
Okay, sorry, I gotta get you on speaker. Hey, I just called Wilson's
Oh no.
because I've been going to Wilson's for 30 years.
Oh, they're amazing.
I drop my Suburban off to them all the time. I just called them and told them you were talking about Hope, and I told them to take care of her. They said she's fine.
Okay.
She's not upset.
Okay.
She knows you're coming back.
This is all I
And
need,
that
Kay.
those guys are going to take good care of her, I
Oh, yeah.
promise.
They'll take good care of
This
her.
is all
right?
I need, Kay. This is
They
all
sure
I
Give it a man's
in my life.
touch.
Thank
All
you.
over.
I feel like when Monica gets back there, there's gonna be 5 guys zipping up their flies
Yeah.
before she gets her
No,
car
what are
back.
they doing?
All sweaty. We're done
Yeah.
here.
No.
We're done.
Wait. The best part is, Monica, because they all know me. So if they're listening to the radio right now, they're laughing their butts off right now
Well-
because they all know me
Oh,
in
no.
there.
Oh,
They are
So it's a great shop.
it really
Trust
is.
me when I tell you they're going to take really good care of Hope. And
Okay.
Wilson's Tire and Auto in Oldsmar is the best.
Yeah,
It really
take.
is.
I want all
they
those
are.
guys, if they're listening, take a photo touching the car and send it
Nope.
to us on social
Right.
media,
Nope, just leave
so
her
we
alone.
can post it and promote your business mostly.
Like, does the radio have knobs? Like
sure.
tweak the knobs like their nipples.
Everybody's
Yeah.
done, Kay.
I
Thank
like
you,
that.
Kay.
Play
Thank
with
you.
Tune in Tokyo.
Play with
This
their
currently.
headlights a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give the headlights a little tweak.
Oh my God.
That's it.
No.
That's it. There's a full blown gangbang going on Hope right now.
Hey, JP, I'm the one that called in a couple weeks ago and told you they had to have both parents had to have the gene to have a redhead.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was
Oh.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turns
so-
out you're right. It is on both sides. I found
Yep,
that out over
see?
the weekend. Forgot about it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, all
you,
right,
Kay.
guys, I love you. I've been listening for years, and now I'm up in Brooksville, and I ride around on my golf cart listening to you on the app every day. So I love
Appreciate
you
it.
guys.
What kind of life is that?
Such a fun life.
Don't act like you're not jealous.
I'm totally jealous. Riding around on my golf cart. Ugh, it's the best.
It's like
Michael
80
online
degrees
too.
right now.
Is it 80?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Good for you. Go ahead, Michael. What's up?
I think you guys need a drug test, Monica.
You think? Now?
Yeah.
You just
I
thought
think-
about that
I think-
now?
Yeah, no, I think really she's gone off the deep end. If she's talking to her car and she actually believes that she has conversations with a vehicle,
Whoa.
I really think Monica is on crack.
It's
She's
not
smoking crack.
conversations. It's a one-way situation. She doesn't talk back to me.
But do we
Michael,
know that for sure, though?
I know.
That's just what you're
she-
telling us.
I know she doesn't.
You've
Okay,
never.
well, I
So hold
I
on,
still think a drug
Michael,
test
Michael,
is
Michael, Michael,
mandatory.
hold on, Monica. You mean to tell me all the times you've spoke to your car, you've never once said a sentence that was like reacting to what you think Hope might say?
What? What are you? I'm not crazy. No.
Well, okay, first of all,
No.
you can't say that.
No.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you can't say that. You
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Does Monica think Hope has a voice? And if you already know in her mind, she knows what Hope's voice sounds like.
Right.
No, I don't. Hope can't talk. She's a car. So no.
We know that.
Well-
We know that.
But
She
the
can
fact
only-
that you talk to her like she's a real person
Yes.
is a little psycho, Monica. Just a little psycho.
I'll take a
Just a
little.
little bit.
I'm a little
Just a little.
psycho. I am.
All right. Enjoy your day.
Thanks, Michael.
I talk to her. She doesn't talk back. I just feel like that doesn't even make any sense. Like
You're in a good mood. You're super smiley today.
I am. Yeah, I'm very
Did something
grateful.
else happen?
No.
Did somebody touch you somewhere?
There was
Did
no
you get-
touch. Hope's getting more action than I am these days. No.
Probably.
No.
Probably getting fisted as we speak.
No, she's not. By the way,
She
don't
is.
sully the good name of Wilsons. They're not abusing cars. They love them. They're nice. They're good
They are
people.
known car rapists.
They're not. Hey,
They
no,
are.
they're not.
They
ask
are.
consent always.
Google it. Google it. John, line 3.
Hold on, real quick. I'm sorry, Jovi. Tell them your car identifies as a Ferrari. It's a Ferraris.
For Yaris?
I
Don't
love it.
encourage her. It's a
Right.
real person,
Thank you.
whatever.
Yeah, okay. They don't encourage. Right. John, line 3. Go, John.
Don't mean to be rude or anything, but ever since JP left or Roger left, this show sucks. I don't know how you guys.
You're
stay on the
listening, you
air.
idiot.
Yeah, why are you
Thanks,
here?
man.
You're on right
I
now
only
listening,
listen
you
because I'm
dummy.
You're not only-
driving home.
You're so dumb.
You don't know. Listen, you
Dummy.
called in. You
You have
physically called
options.
in.
I know, but everything Monica says is wrong, and JP won't let anybody get a story completed without interrupting. The show sucks.
Oh,
All right.
Well, have a nice day, sir.
All right.
Good
Love you,
talk.
John.
He said
Good talk.
okay.
Good talk.
I'd rather talk to Monica's car.
It was
than
only a
him.
matter of time. It took 3 months.
Also, again, he's listening, and not only listening, but calling in. You know how many people love the show and don't call in? That's an extra effort.
Susan's on line 1. Go ahead, Susan.
Monica, I don't think you're crazy. I named my car, and I don't like to give my keys to anybody that my car isn't familiar with.
Thank you.
So I'm on your side with this one.
Thank you. I appreciate
Love your
it.
show, guys.
Susan, let me ask you a
Have a
question.
great day.
Hold on, Susan.
Yeah.
When you have like
Okay.
family get-togethers, do you think that maybe you're the one everybody else is whispering about?
God.
No, not at all.
Are
Not
you
at all.
sure?
I mean, look, I don't give him my. Well, that's not true. I guess I do pep talk my car when it needs it. But yeah, I just don't like the idea of strangers being in my vehicle.
Thank you.
Oh, my God.
I don't either.
Look, Monica's
Yeah,
down a
no.
friend. Do you
And
want to be
my-
hers?
And my truck is my truck is called Gypsy. All my vehicles have always had names.
Aw,
So yeah, that's not weird too.
Thank you, Susan.
with you.
Thank you.
You
See,
guys have a great day.
and for the records, we're not the only ones. There are other people right now who can't call in. They're like, yeah, of course.
Monica, it's never always. You know what I'm saying? There's always somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
You know, especially since the internet was born. You can always find somebody. Every time you think you're the only one, something is like you're thinking about something. You never. It's never always. However,
What?
you take this stuff a little far.
I take it far from how you would do things, but it's completely.
From most.
I don't know about most. I feel like
Oh, come on. Okay, so you think in this scenario you're in the majority?
I think that
Giving your car a pep talk and telling you to be back in a couple of hours, you're in the majority?
I'm not going to say majority. I think there's way more people than you think. I think that you're thinking it's me and 3 other people when really there's a lot more people than you would guess.
Woody's on line 1. What's going on, Woody?
Woody.
How you guys doing today?
What's happening?
How you guys doing?
Fantastic.
Just a quick mention. I named my car because there's a scientific study that proves that anthropomorphizing your vehicle or any inanimate object makes it last longer.
I'm saying
What was
Thank
that word
you.
you used?
putting
Anthropomorphize, to humanize.
to putting
Anthropomorphize.
making it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't act like you knew what that was, Monica.
I did. Just
No,
because
you
you
didn't.
didn't doesn't mean I don't.
Anthropomorphize?
Huh?
Yeah, my last car was a Honda Accord named Annie. She lasted for 291,000 miles.
Boom.
My current car is named Lulu, and she's working on 200,000.
Little Lulu. Good job.
Right.
Keep
but
it up.
but naming them is one thing. We're long past Monica naming and humanizing objects, but having full-blown conversations where you talk to the car and give it a little pep talk before you leave it at the shop, you don't think that's a little over the top?
No, I've talked to both of these cars, and when you say, do they talk back, they actually do.
Oh, boy.
Every time you don't put your seatbelt on,
True.
the little voice comes on and
True.
tells you to put your seatbelt on, and I assume that's the voice of either Annie or Lulu talking to me.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
Not
to
crazy
me,
at all, Woody.
No, that makes
Woody,
sense.
are you
He's right.
single? Because I think we got the gal for you.
Yeah.
Not only am I single, I once swiped right on Monica on some dating app, and I got no response whatsoever.
Oh, sorry, Woody.
Could have been a match made in
I
heaven.
apologize. I just, for the record, I really was only on those for a little bit, and it wasn't just you that I just kind of got off of them. It wasn't personal.
Yeah, it was years ago that happened, so I just gave up completely.
I wouldn't give up because I think you might have found, I feel there's love in the air. If ever there were two kindred spirits, boom.
Like I said, I think.
Yeah, it's more than just naming the car too. We have a lot in common.
Oh,
Ah, nice, Woody.
Buffalo Bill fan?
Not quite. Chicago Bears.
Oh, well, she's out.
I heart the Bears.
Oh,
They're-
well, she's
they're a
back
good
in.
There we
NFC
go.
team.
There's love in the air. Thanks, Woody.
Thank you,
Mike's
Woody.
on line 4.
Woody
Go
names
ahead,
his
Mike.
car and he's single. Can't see the correlation there.
And talks
I
to
don't
his
see it.
car.
Yeah. Don't see
What's
the correlation.
going on, Mike?
Hey, what's up, JP? Hey,
Yeah.
you guys got the perfect triangle. You got a crazy person, you got a pothead, and you got a normal person to advocate everything that's going on.
I would have called
The
JP
show
a
is
pothead.
dynamic.
And I'm the normal, so that
JP's not really a
No,
pothead.
you're a pothead,
Oh, okay.
Izzy. JP's the normal one, and you got a crazy one. It's a perfect triangle. The show's great.
I don't like to use the word crazy anymore with Monica because it's very dismissive. I try to be a little bit
Okay,
more
you don't say
understanding.
crazy. Well, let's just say abnormal then.
All right, thanks, Mike. We appreciate it. Ryan's on line 3. Go ahead, Ryan.
What's up, guys?
Hey, man.
First of all, the guy who called says that you guys show sucks. You know that he listens intently. The ones that say that, especially after like 3-4 months that you've been on the air, you know that they're the ones who are the biggest fans.
Mm-hmm.
And if he doesn't like it, he can,
It's all good.
go
I don't care.
pass in his hat. Monica, I was going to say, if you haven't
That was
seen,
my That was the line from my dad.
my father said too. I know.
Go rest in your hat.
hat.
Love it.
What was I going to say? If you haven't seen Gone in 60 Seconds, Monica, they named all the awesome cars names.
Shut
The
up.
last one was Eleanor, and he had a nice conversation right before he stole it. So, Nicolas Cage, you got to watch it, but he was caressing the Shelby GT 500 and talking to her, and
Nice.
we're going to get through this, right?
Yep,
Yeah, but
exactly.
They
In a
named the
way-
cars so they wouldn't get picked up over the radios, dropping clues to the cars they're stealing. It wasn't like they were naming
I know
it 'cause
why, Dizzy.
Well, it doesn't feel like you do. So
Go white Disney.
Hey, thanks. Thanks, Ryan.
I'm just saying.
All right.
Can you
Well,
understand? Can we admit now that I'm not the only one?
No.
And I'm not saying majority. I'm saying I'm not the only one. And there's a lot more than you guys would
Monica,
expect.
we've gotten beyond you naming objects years ago. My issue today is you talking to the car and telling the car everything was going to be okay, and you're only going to be gone for a few hours and you'll be back. There's the weird.
also, just because there's others that call in and are crazy too, doesn't mean anything. Psych wards exist for a reason. They
Yeah,
don't house
usually-
one person.
There's usually more than one person.
Yeah.
Ask Diz, he's been there.
Yeah.
It's JP 125 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. We'll be right back.
You're listening to JP on 1025 The Bone. It's the battle for Florida. Good luck to our Tampa Bay Lightning. Pound those Panthers. 102.5 The Bone.
Businesses invite you into their store to spend money so they can make a profit. This means that under the law, they have a duty to maintain a safe premises.
Whether it's a leak on the floor, bad lighting, an item falling off a shelf, or if you're attacked on the premises, it doesn't matter.
Stores have a legal duty to keep you safe on their property.
Our responsibility at Farah & Farah is to protect you when they don't.
Tampa. Avoid the stress of preparing to sell your home with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. You can skip the hassle of spring cleaning and sell your home fast and for maximum value. Hey, it's JP, and don't worry about showings, open houses, or costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer allows you to bypass the market. You'll receive an all-cash offer and close within days. With over 12,500 five-star reviews, you can trust Mark Spain Real Estate to sell your home fast with their guaranteed cash offer. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
At Braden Honda, get 0 down, 0 security deposit, 0 first payment, 0 do-it signing. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Get a brand new Pilot for just $399 per month, new passports just $329 per month, or get a new HRV for an incredible $149 per month. Plus, get a real nationwide lifetime warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Visit BrandonHonda.com to get your best price and payments right online. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-279-1222 for more information.
This Work Zone Awareness Week, take a moment to think about the people behind the cones. Road workers risk their lives to keep Florida highways safe. Speeding, distractions, and ignoring signs can be deadly. Slow down, stay alert, and follow the rules. It's the best way to protect workers and yourself. Together, we can make a difference. From the Florida Department of Transportation, respect the zone so we all get home.
Cat named Mo saying it's time to spring into strength at Crunch Fitness. See what I did there? And now is the perfect time with $0 enrollment and membership starting at $9.99. Go to crunch.com where you can find out about the HIT classes, high-intensity interval training for heart-pumping team-based workouts. They also have certified personal trainers. Mine is Jacob out at Carewood. Create the perfect program to help you reach your goal. With nearly 500 locations nationwide, you will have no trouble finding a convenient gym close by. Go to crunch.com for the location nearest you and get crunched. Offer ends 4/30.
The old saying, you get what you pay for, still holds true today. Like when air conditioning companies offer you $29 tune-ups. Really? I'm not going to be fooled by that, and you shouldn't be either. Hi, I'm Zach Moskowitz, president of Cox Heating and Air Conditioning. Those so-called deals lure you into spending a lot more. At Cox Heating and Air Conditioning, we have a real honest solution. It's our Cox Personalized Maintenance Plan. For only $110 for first-time customers, our certified technicians visit your home twice a year and keep you cool. Get your Cox Personalized Maintenance Plan today at coxair.com.
License number CAC 1816108.
Cox is your key to comfort since 1958.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Looking for expert construction services in Tampa Bay? Waterman Construction Group is your go-to for commercial and residential projects. From demolition to new HVAC, patios, pavers, and driveways, they've got you covered. Whether it's a new build, remodel, or storm repair, Waterman Construction handles your project from start to finish with personalized service, honest pricing, and guaranteed same-day response. Visit watermanconstructiongroup.com or call 813-715-7383. Waterman Construction, your vision is their mission. Tell them Mike Caldesea.
Our massive Kia mega sale is going on now at Ken Ganley Kia Newport Richey. Buy with 0 down, 1.9% financing, or make no payments for 90 days. Sign and drive a new Kia from just $259 lease per month. 0 do-it signing. $25K for 36 months, 10K miles per year, no security deposit required. $259 a month, 0 do-it signing. Bad credit, no credit, negative equity. If you earn at least $500 a week, we want to say yes, you're approved for a new 2025 Kia. Get massive savings on over 1,200 new Kias at Ken Ganley Kia Newport Richey on US 19. KenGanleyKiaNewportRichey.com. Tell them Mackenzie sent you, because I want to see ya in a Ken Ganley Kia.
25 Sportage, $1,748 per month per 1,000 finance, 90-day deferred payment through Ally Bank, plus tax, tag, title, and doc fee on approved credit through KMF, expires 4/30/25.
At Bernetti PA, if you've been injured in an accident, we make it quick, easy, and convenient to hire us. you can rest assured that somebody is on your side. Call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to JP.
JP 105 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. It's about 11:25. In about 35 minutes, we'll do the Bone bonus for your shot to win $1,000, and then 12:15 we'll do Dead Guy in the Envelope. What is it? This?
Oh, Is it too early to celebrate Father's Day?
For you, who doesn't have kids?
I do have
probably.
I have two.
You're like a year and 9 months away or something. I don't know.
Oh, if you know this, I'm Daddy Diz.
Why do I get the feeling you're about to attempt to pat yourself on the back?
Because I feel like I'm nailing it with this father stuff.
All
Just
right.
knocking it, digging that ball right over the fence every time.
What happened?
So today is Nicole's birthday, right? So,
okay.
Oh, happy birthday, Nicole.
Yeah. So yesterday,
April 23rd.
2 days ago, I told the girls, I was like, hey, do you guys want to go out and we go get something for your mom? And they're like, yeah, of course. So yesterday, we jumped out and we went to the mall, and I told them to bring their wallets before we go because, they do chores, they make money. We went to the mall. I went immediately where I went in to go, which is like Pandora, and get a bunch of charms and stuff like that and, whatever. And then we only had about an hour. So I told the girls, let's go walk the mall. We'll see what you want to get her, and, we'll keep it moving. The whole time, they're just, like, seeing candy stores, and they're like, we want candy. We want this. We want that. I'm like, look, we can get it, but after you get your mom's stuff. Like, worry about her first. And they're like, all right. So we get to the one end of the mall, and there's, like, a Connect 4 and a little checkers thing, like, where, like, kids can play. And they're like, oh, we want to play. I'm like, we only got about, like, 30 minutes at this point. I'm like, so we'll play 2 games of Connect 4. They play the first game, and they're just adamant they want to play checkers. So at this point, I'm just like, this is y'all's time. I already got what I needed. I don't say that to them. I'm like, go ahead, play checkers if you want. They take almost the whole time to play checkers, and then when we're walking past the stores, they're all closed. And they're like, all the stores are closed. And I go, yeah, I told you guys, worry about your mom first, and you guys wanted to play games. So we played games because that's what you guys wanted. They're like, okay, is there anywhere else we can go? I go, well, yeah, we got to stop. We got to get toilet paper and stuff before we go home. You can get something for your mom there. We get to this, like, dollar store, and I'm thinking they're going to go get, like, candy or something from their mom. Mm-hmm. No, they get it for themselves.
Of course.
Yeah. And
what are their ages?
6 and 10. And they're
I'm
both
still trying to figure out how we should be celebrating Father's Day early for you so far because your decisions are no bueno.
They're no bueno right now? Okay. Well, so we end up leaving, and they're like, is there anywhere else we could go? I go, everything's closed. You guys just wanted to get candy and stuff. Where are we going to go? There's nothing open at this point. We're going to get food and go home. And they're like, oh, well, we just thought, we were going to buy something. You told us to bring the wallets. And I'm like, yeah, to get something for your mom. They're like, whoa. You're not going to buy it? We were just going to pick it out and you buy it. I go, is that how you think this works?
Wow.
I mean, spoiler alert, truth is, if they pick stuff out, I would have, like, they would have got the wallets out. I would be like,
yeah,
no,
but they have
I've got
to
it.
put over if they what you're saying is if they picked out something for $20 and they only had $10 combined, then you're going to pay the extra 10. But they still have to give their 10.
I probably would have maybe made them, like, pay like $2 each or something, make it even, and then, like, pay majority over the fence, right?
Yeah.
How old are they? 4 and 8?
They're both turning a year older in, like, the next couple months. They're about to be 7 and 11. So
7 and 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, well, here's the thing. You guys shouldn't just assume I'm going to buy you stuff. I go, that's not the way it works. I go, you guys got to learn that it's not all about you. You wanted stuff for your mom. You got to put her first.
Yes.
You don't go around looking for you don't play games. You get their stuff, and then you could go do the other stuff.
Right, but why didn't you teach that lesson? You should have taught that lesson before everything went
I was trying to
horribly
tell
awry.
them. I just kept telling them, we should look for your mom's stuff first, this and that. They wanted to do that. They were adamant about it. So they have to learn.
So when they were like, hey, let's go do this Connect 4, and you were like, no, we have to get you your mom's stuff. And they were like, oh, we're going over here.
They're like, well, we want to play Connect 4. And I'm like, all right, well, you can play 2 games. But I kept
Why
telling
didn't you
them,
say let's get your mom her gift. We'll play Connect 4 right after that. We're all good.
Because I already got my stuff done.
But the thing is, you were sitting there looking to celebrate Father's Day. Meanwhile, you muffed the kick.
No, I taught them a lesson. You
didn't teach them anything. You taught them the lesson too late.
Well,
the lesson would have been learned. Like we'll play Connect 4 in a few minutes. We just have to go get the gift for your mom. As soon as we do that, we'll come back and play Connect 4.
No, the lesson is they made their bed. Now they got to lay in it. You wanted to play the games and stuff.
I see
so the
both.
lesson is you wanted to do it. I kept telling you guys, I'm not going to pull you over and force you. You wanted to do this.
Yeah.
So that's
they had
the
to
deal.
learn on their own. Like
Yeah.
you could have told them, and they would have been like, we want to go or whatever. But now they know they done effed up.
Even at the end of it, I was like, we could figure this out still when we're driving home. I go, I'll make you a deal. Give me the candy back, and we'll go get her a gift right now. And they're like, no, we want to keep our candy too. I go, can't have it both.
Make sure you rat them out today when they get home.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I already
Make
told
sure you
her.
Make sure you rat them out. Nicole, just so you know, I took the girls to get your gift, and here's what happened.
Yeah.
And then I offered to take their candy back and get you a gift, and they said no.
Yeah.
So they love their candy more than you.
I said, trust me, knowing Dizzy, I said that already. I go, I think they like push pops more than their mother. So,
Did you just talk about yourself in the third person?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And
Just
he owned
checking.
it. And he owned it.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
it
owned
is.
it.
A matter of fact, what?
It was a big moment. So I think I should be paraded through the streets for
I don't think.
being,
All right.
being a great
Okay. All right.
teaching moment.
No, I don't know about
They're going to
paraded.
learn from this.
Okay.
I'm like, they're going to get something. I'm still going to go like, 'cause there's like a
Then-
flower
then,
shop.
Then what are they going to learn? If you're going to go get them
Yeah,
something,
that
then
is
what are
true.
they learning? They're learning Daddy Diz is a pushover. We can go play checkers, get candy, and then he'll end up getting the gift because he's not going to want to make it look like he wasn't like he didn't come through.
Yeah. Well,
You're a sucker, is what you are.
so you're saying I should stay with this. They learned their lesson this way.
I'm saying driving across the finish line, and then when she gives you a hard time for not having to get from the kids, be like, I ain't even their father. Where's Daddy?
Yeah, where's Pops at?
Where's the real pop at?
Yeah, apparently. And I asked her that. I go, so are they used to just that doing? And she goes, no, I never got gifts like that from like the father or anything like that. Or like she was dating someone back then. They never got her a gift and had the kids pick out the gifts. So,
What did you
she doesn't know where they got this idea of that, like, you're just going to pay for it. You know?
What did you save her from?
What do you mean?
I know.
It sounds like you saved Nicole from something.
What do you mean? Well, she had a,
Like bad relationships and stuff like that.
Her last relationship, the guy wasn't the greatest. I told you, put his hands on her. That's
Oh, I forgot
yeah,
about that.
that's just terrible right there. So anything else after that seems kind of light compared to you put your hands on her.
We'll
that's
celebrate
one of the
an
worst.
early Father's Day for you when Daddy Diz has to throw down in defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, listen, thanks to Daddy Diz, I could just stand my ground now. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's right. I forgot you're packing heat these days.
I got a family to protect, JP.
All right.
2 little ones at home. Two cubs at home, as we say.
2 cubs.
As us parents say.
What kind of candy did they go with?
One was Tic Tacs, which was so weird. I'm like, Tic Tacs. And then
Which ones?
It was like, I don't know. It was it was red and white. So I don't know if they were like cinnamon or if they were like
Ew.
like a flavorful one. But it's
Right.
just a weird, because that was the youngest got that, and then the other got like a ring pop.
It's going to be interesting to see how things look. Since yesterday they decided to ban all the artificial colorings, the petroleum-based food colorings and stuff. It's going to be interesting to see because, like in Europe, in the places I've been to in Europe, none of that stuff existed.
Yeah, you were saying that before. Yeah, and how you
Right?
felt
None of that
different
stuff
after eating pasta
existed.
and stuff, yeah.
So, like your orange Tic Tacs, the ones that taste like orange. The color on the packaging is orange, but the Tic Tac is still white. Right.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting. Like, what is a box of Fruit Loops going to look like?
I mean, are we gonna and I don't know. I'm just wondering if, as ridiculously spoiled Americans, are we gonna throw a hissy fit about the hue of a Fruit Loop, or are we just gonna be like, okay, then this is just life now, and it's not the end of the in the big scope of things, it's not the end of the world. It's
kind of.
I don't think you're going to hear people complaining. That wasn't the vibe that I was getting, because even with social media stuff and listen, so it's coming from. Trump's people from RFK. So it's coming from that side. Automatically there's millions of people that just want to, go out and destroy it and shoot it down. I didn't see any of that yesterday. I didn't see any. I didn't see any negative reaction coming at the fact that they want to stop petroleum-based food coloring in our food supply,
People
which
feel
was
some type of way.
refreshing.
But people feel some type of way about their flaming hot Cheetos. I don't know how that's going to go over.
Well, they just don't. They just won't color it.
I know
as long
that.
as the flavors are there and the flavors aren't what's made out of petroleum, that's all that really
Also,
matters.
the bigger picture, which is where my mind tends to go, is now how is this going to affect the cost and the manufacturing and the...
Well, they
you know,
already
and the-
do it. They already do it. So these companies already make these things that way. Like in Canada, like we put these dyes in these candies and in the food in the United States, but when we send it to Canada, they're already illegal. So they're already making it.
I know, but okay, so there will be no price change whatsoever at all.
I don't believe so. I don't see why there would be. They already do it. The practices are already in place.
Okay.
So
we'll see.
You know, I guess we'll see. Normally, when something like that comes out, you would have saw, you know, all sorts of people coming in and bitching on the other side, and I get it. But you didn't see it yesterday, which was kind of refreshing.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I have seen some stuff, but I just think everything on paper looks good. I'm skeptical of things that come out that are look good on paper. What's that going to cost? And I mean monetarily, but in other aspects as well. I just need to know how it ends is what I'm looking at. It all sounds good on paper. Who's going to complain about it? But in the end,
companies
what's really going to happen?
Spend millions on marketing just when they change even logos because they're afraid people are going to jump off the product because it's different. Think about if like the hot Cheeto thing. I love hot Cheetos. If I go open up a bag and it's not red, I'm going to be like, this is dumb.
It looks real weird.
I'll give in after a while, but it's going to be jarring for a while.
Right, but you know what? It's like Monica would always say when we're talking about other things. These kids coming up, it's just going to be what they've always known.
Yeah.
You know? So we're the ones who just have to deal with it. I don't know how much they have to deal with it, but you know, with taking food dyes out. I think I'll be okay. Mark's on line 1. What's up, Mark? I'm going to take a break.
Hey, hi guys, what's up? Hey, JP, have you had a chance to check out the Gone Girls serial killer special for the Gilgo Beach?
Yeah, we talked about it a couple of weeks ago. It's right. That's the one that's right in my backyard. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember you talking about it. What the
you
the
watched
shady
it?
commissioner? Yeah, we did. We actually watched it over the weekend. It was pretty good. So I must have missed when you all talked about it. But
how about
I don't know
that
how
level
that was
of
stirring everything up in on the island there for you?
How about that level of corruption?
Oh,
Crazy,
yeah.
right?
It always runs deep. Yes, sir.
But as a matter of fact, it did dig some stuff up yesterday. Literally, they identified 2 more of the bodies that they hadn't been able to identify. They're actually having a press conference about it today. One woman went by the name, it was a woman who was also a prostitute, and her child. The woman went by the name Peaches. I saw the name yesterday, but I don't remember her name, but I know she went by Peaches because they were using the picture of her
was that
tattoo.
the baby doe that they referenced in the
Yes.
show, or is that a different? Oh, is
Yes.
it okay? And
Yes.
it's all linked back to him.
Yeah, it's coming out today. If they didn't have the press conference already, they should be having it probably around noontime. But yeah,
All
if
right,
you
cool.
want to, if you're
Take a
interested in
look
that
out for
serial, thanks, Mark. If you're interested in that serial killer stuff, that documentary, it's called Gone Girls. It's about the Gilgo Beach serial killer here on Long Island. It's pretty phenomenal. It's pretty phenomenal. We're about 20 minutes away from $1,000 with the bone bonus. And then we'll do 12:15. We'll do some dead guy in the envelope. And then don't forget, tomorrow morning, 11:20, we'll have some more tickets to give away for your Tampa Bay Lightning. Hopefully they rebound after a poor performance last night.
Go Bolts.
Big thanks to Vinny. Tickets at ticketbash.com. Ticketbash.com, the price you see is the price you pay. Never any hidden fees. Ticketbash.com. We'll be right back.
I was inside, looking outside, the millions of faces, but still I'm alone.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. Stingray Chevrolet presents Calta Cruise 19. Calta Cruise 19 is happening on April 9th, 2026 for a 4-night cruise. We'll be on the Royal Caribbean Explorer of the Seas, departing from Port Canaveral and heading to Coco Cay and Nassau. And we'd love for you to join the party. You can book right now. Email caltacruise@gmail.com to put your deposit down today. Calta Cruise 19. Brought to you by Stingray Chevrolet, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4 exit 22, Plant City. For all the details, visit theboneonline.com.
Accidents don't just happen between the hours of 9 to 5. That's why we make ourselves available to talk with you 24/7. For a Farah fight, day or night, you know who to call. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
John Senning here for Hawkins Service Co. Are you frustrated with your current provider? Well, switching to Hawkins is simple and stress-free. With over 30 years of trusted service, Hawkins offers expert HVAC and pool services, as well as plumbing and electrical. And right now, Hawkins is offering $150 off electrical panel replacement and 15% off spring lighting upgrades and energy solutions. I trust these folks in my home, and you should too. Make the call today. 813-445-8209 or book online at hawkinsserviceco.com. Hawkins, one call handles it all.
My name is attorney Bill Sansoni. You might know me as Dead Air Sansoni from the Ask the Dom show. I represent people accused in crimes in Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco, Manatee, Polk, and Sarasota counties. I also represent clients in federal court across the country. If you have been arrested or accused of a crime, call me, Bill Dead Air Sansoni, at 813-361-0874 or online at sansoni-law.com. Offices, Tampa.
Over 700 new Hyundais, tariff-free at Crown Hyundai. Get financing as low as 0%. Buy with zero down or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Elantra SE for only $99 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownhyundai.com.
With approved credit, 24-month lease, 10K miles a year, $59.95. Do it signing.
Diamond Days are back at the Golden Diamond Source, Tampa Bay's largest jewelry superstore. I love Diamond Days because right now you can get up to 20% off all their diamond inventory, including April's birthstone. Plus, you can take advantage of 0% financing for up to 5 years. This means that if you finance $5,000, your monthly payment would be only $83. Best of all, your Golden Diamond Source diamond never loses its value. And listen up, all soon-to-be newlyweds, here's your chance to win a $2,500 shopping spree at the Golden Diamond Source, along with a wedding cake for up to 100 guests created by the renowned celebrity chef, the Cake Girl, as seen on the Today Show. Entering is easy. Simply visit the Golden Diamond Source on Almerton Road for your chance to win big. I love Diamond Days because right now you can get up to 20% off all their diamond inventory, including April's birthstone. Plus, you can take advantage of 0% financing for up to 5 years. If you want your special someone to say yes, make sure it's a Golden Diamond Source diamond. Check them out at 3800 Almerton Road in Clearwater. The Golden Diamond Source.
Spring into savings at Crown Kia because it's all about location, location, location.
And Abby, it's all about selection, selection, selection. We have a sea of new Kias out there.
Over 400 new Kias available to choose from. Hurry in to shop our huge selection of no tariff inventory and save on a new Kia. Drive for only $219 a month.
Plus, no market adjustment or dealer installed options.
Crown Kia, the better way to buy.
And service.
CrownKia.com. For lease information and more details, call 1-800-371-0942.
This is a cat named Mo, and All-American Gunslingers, Newport Richie's #1 gun range, wants you to know that education is the key to safety, and shooting is a diminishing skill, so classes and training are crucial. All-American Gunslingers has training from holster draw to pistol intro and rifle and skill drills. And don't forget, League Night is a friendly competition with new and advanced shooters every Thursday, 7:30 to 9:30, with prizes awarded weekly. All-American Gunslingers, your rights right down the street from the Gulf of America, your safety, your freedom.
Great Scott! Back to the Future is now on stage, and it's a jaw-dropping spectacle raves USA today. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious entertainment. April 29th through May 4th at Straz Center. Get your tickets yesterday at strazcenter.org.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
COVID-19 has cast a spotlight on the stark inequalities that drive poverty. The poorest communities in the U.S. and around the world are suffering the most. Oxfam believes we can put systems in place to protect health and livelihoods in the future if we work together with dignity and compassion. Learn how you can help offer safety to the most vulnerable and fight for a more resilient future at oxfamamerica.org. Sponsored by Oxfam America.
Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com. And now, back to JP.
It's JP 105 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. We'll do the Bone bonus in about 15 minutes. This is no good. I'm reading a story about a new type of bullying that's going on. And you know me, I'm okay with a little bit of bullying. Kind of keeps order.
It's the dodgeball theory you have.
The dodgeball theory. It keeps everybody in line. And if all the dodgeballs are being aimed at your head, you know you have to change something about you because people think you're kind of a dick. Right? Pretty simple. Anyway, this one is teenagers are using AI to create fake nudes of their classmates.
Oh.
And then sending them around. And apparently there are a bunch of AI powered apps. One of them, there's like a genre they're called nudify apps. And with just a headshot, you can then take like from a yearbook photo or from a social media profile, and then you put it into these apps, and these apps will fabricate explicit, deep fake images of your schoolmates.
Are they making them like gross and disgusting bodies, or are they making them hot, high and tight bodies?
It doesn't matter. You're talking about kids that are in junior high school and high school.
I just didn't know what level, which direction they were going.
They can probably do it both ways. You can probably do it however you want, but what's happening is like it's being done and it's destroying young girls.
But now as parents, I'm not saying that they're not going to be. No. As parents, at what age in 2025? At which age do you start explaining to? And I know that there's still going to be hurt feelings. I know they won't completely be gone. But at what point do you, as a parent, start telling your kids there's going to be bad stuff? Ignore the bullying online. Don't get too upset about it. That's what people do. There's weirdos.
Young, but this is different. This is different. This is somebody taking a photo of your kid and sexualizing it and then spreading it out. To me, this should be handled no differently than revenge porn. Because you know how, like, Monica, you and I are dating, whatever it was, we break up, I'm mad, and I take the nudes or you know, the videos or whatever that we made and put it out, and now I go to jail for that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
To me, if you're taking, you know, photos of somebody, if you're doctoring photos and you're making, you know, deep fakes of underage girls, even if you're underage, like that
I was gonna say it's not an adult
treated
doing it.
as child pornography, right? I mean, I think it should be. I think because this can get real bad real fast. There's a story of I don't remember the girl's name. Apparently, she's from Long Island, and she went to the University of Miami. This was a few weeks ago, and apparently ended up banging somebody from the Miami football team out in the middle of the streets, outside of a club. And then what goes on? People pull out their phones, right? And then the phones come out, and that video goes viral. And now that dude is kicked off the football team, and the chick is in a psych ward on suicide watch.
Yeah, and that's my
right?
And that's why I asked that about the different bodies. Like, I want it because that's bad enough. But if they're making them have ugly, disgusting bodies, you know, then that's a self-esteem thing as well. That's a double whammy, if you ask me. So,
but even if it's if you're talking about a 14, 15-year-old girl who's, you know, all of a sudden she's never done anything like that in her life, and some prick that doesn't, you know, because she doesn't like him, that prick decides to go on one of these apps and makes fake nude pictures of a girl and then disseminates it around school. What do you think it's going to do to that girl?
No, and that's what I'm concerned about is the mental health here. So
Of course,
at what
that's
point,
the whole thing.
aside from like the legal, awfulness of it and all, but how as a parent do you handle that when the kid comes home and is crying and saying, "Oh my gosh, this was invented. This is AI," and they're spreading it around school or whatever? How there has to be a parental role in this. I'm not saying that it's wrong and bad and illegal or whatever, but how do you handle it?
You go right to the cops.
Okay, but how do you talk to the kid?
You go to the cops. You go to the school. You tell your kid. You look your kid in the eye and you say, "You swear that you didn't pose for these. You swear this isn't you." And if you really believe your child, you go guns blazing.
I understand that part of it, but okay, thank you. And you report it to the cops and all that's in motion and someone's going to get punished and all of that. You still have a crying kid in front of you who has to deal with the ramifications, whose mental health is affected. How does a parent talk to the kid after that? Listen, I went to the cops. Here's what I have to say to you to help you through it.
You sit and you talk and you just try and figure out where the kid is coming from. You maybe tag in a therapist or you have no choice. But this'll destroy kids.
Unless the parent steps in. I guess that's what I'm getting at. Like, I really
I don't
feel
understand I don't understand something. I'm missing something then.
I really feel like the parental role in this is so important because,
of course,
I feel like, you do want to listen to them, but you have to at some point say, please understand this is their issue. You did nothing wrong. You're a beautiful person. You are, I'm here if you need to talk about it. And like a million other things that can be vocalized to your child to let them know that they're, to help their mental health.
So on one hand, I got to sit there and make sure my daughter is not suicidal.
Yes.
Right. And on the other hand, I have to go find who did this to my child, and they need to die.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Like they need.
If it's a child, can we get the child off the?
Then the parent needs to die.
It's also important to help this child understand what he or she did and put them on a better, smarter track and rehabilitation type of stuff where, this doesn't happen in the future and they fully comprehend what happened.
Diz, what was the guy's name? Was it Juicy? Was that the guy that got you?
Oh yeah,
that got you through.
Juicy, right?
No.
What was the guy's name?
Yeah,
It was a dwarf name.
Huh?
Dwarf on
It
golf.
was one of the dwarfs.
Oh, dwarf, Sleepy.
Yep.
Oh, Sleepy, right. Sleepy's the one that got you through. He's the guy that got you through juvie.
Yeah.
Yeah. When all of a sudden,
Juicy.
you want to teach a kid. To me, that's these kids would have to be severely punished, thrown out of school, legal, the whole deal, and that goes for kids or adults. If you start taking, Monica, if all of a sudden I go on one of these sites and I take your head and build a body and be like, here's what, Monica from 102.5 The Bone does in her spare time and put all those pictures out there, you'd have me in handcuffs in 20 minutes.
As an adult, yes, and 100%. And I'm not saying any of this is right. It's horribly
But it's a
wrong.
hell of an idea.
No,
I'm not going to lie.
Listen, don't act like people haven't photoshopped my head on a bunch of different things that don't like me. Whatever.
Yeah, but you know what? There's one thing when they Photoshop your head and it's obvious.
Yeah.
The problem is with these AI apps is it's not obvious.
Yes.
It's not obvious, and it looks like, Monica sat and posed for nudes, which, more power to you if you want to, but it's not nothing good is going to come. And what bothers me is like the people who are making these apps, they know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what this is going to be used for, and they're doing it anyway. Like I don't think, and maybe I'm just not seeing it all the way through. I don't see why the world needs an app like this on the App Store or the Google Play Store.
That's so far out
for
of
your
our hands.
average Joe to be able to do this to anybody they want to.
It's so far beyond. I'm with you. I think there's a lot of stuff, but you're going to have 15 people come back with all the good things that it does. And I'm not saying there's not good things that it does, but understanding this technology is going to there's always going to be people that figure out how to use it in a bad way. But we're past that, JP. There's no putting the toothpaste back in the tube. We're going to always have more and more technology that's always going to keep getting used, which I keep going back to this, and I hate to sound like a broken record, but that's why it's important for parents to talk to their kids so that these kids will not be the ones who grow up to use it or who in school use it as bad, and also those who are affected by people who use it bad aren't mentally screwed because of stuff that have happened to them.
Derek's on line one. Go ahead, Derek. What's happening?
Hey guys, hey Monica, the discussion regarding the parents. The problem is I'm a parent of two girls, 18 and 20 now, and the problem that we have as parents is that there is such a stronghold with their social network, their friends group, that a lot of stuff that we discuss with them goes in one ear out the other. So it's really important that these kids talk to somebody actually besides the parents that they don't have any confidence in a lot of times. They don't hold any credence with. We don't know anything at that age. And so it's very important that they seek some type of counseling, if that's, if they're even into that. But that's the problem that we're having with parenting these days, is they just don't care what we say. They don't listen to our condolences. Even if we say or do anything, they just don't believe that what we're saying is the answer. And that's the problem.
And that's fair. I think it also, I don't like to put, you know how I am, I don't like to put a blanket on anything. I think there are kids who are super close with their parents who don't have that issue. And then there's people who on the polar opposite of the end. And I'm with you on that. As long as there's an adult that they respect and want to listen to, who I don't care who it is, they need to have a person who can explain to them that they're okay and that they didn't do anything wrong, and whatever it takes for them to not be suicidal or have any kind of mental health issues from this.
Right. Well, that's the key, because that's what the answer is going to be. It's going to be they're devastated. They don't see the end of this. They don't ever see any. They don't see their way out of this when something like this happens. It is absolutely devastating, traumatic, you name it. And then, so it is very important to get somebody, that they listen to, that they respect, to calm them down, to let them know there is a light at the other side. This will go away.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world.
And people forget, and
it's
the
not
thing
the end
is,
of the world.
people, yeah, and that's part of it. And thanks for the call, brother. Yeah. That's like what's going on with that girl from the University of Miami. So it turns out my cousin knows the family.
Oh.
Know the family. Like, she is literally now in a psych ward.
Yeah.
On a suicide watch. And I said to them, because I've lived through death threats and all this from the Santa Claus thing that I did, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, but when you're in the middle of that.
Yeah.
And you just feel like everybody on the planet is thinking about it. You're in the middle of that storm and the weight of the world is on you. Mm-hmm. And the truth of the matter is, people forget and then they go on their way. The next story comes along, but you feel like there's no end to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
in junior high and high school, that is. And we all know that we're going to graduate.
This girl's in college. This girl's a freshman in college. She decided to not even sneak into an alley or a bathroom, banged them right in the middle of the street, and boom, somebody took out their phones.
And I'm saying with these AI things, and when you're a teenager, obviously at some point in your life you're going to graduate or whatever, but it feels like your entire world is that your classmates, your classes, your school. That's your friends. That's your entire world. And like that gentleman who just said, and he's completely right, is that the fact that 10 years are going to pass and this will just be a horrible memory, that doesn't compute. So that's why they get to that edge of, I don't want to go on because I don't know, there is no end to this. I'm going to be forever shamed. And, I don't care who it is. They need to talk to someone, because if this ain't going to end, this ain't the end of this. Isn't the one and done situation. This is.
But I go back to also, these things don't even need to be on these things don't even need to be on the apps. You don't need an app for this.
I don't know if you're going to get around that one, Jim.
I don't know if you are either, but you're going to end up having to hire a lawyer, and what you're going to need for a lawyer is money. How's that?
Boom.
Here we go, Bone Fam. The Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is
Wednesday. Okay, head to the 102.5 The Bone app now. Enter Wednesday. You have until 12:30 for your shot to get your piece of the Bone Bonus, $1,000. One more time, the word is Wednesday. WEDNESDAY, Wednesday. We wish you the best of the luck. Good luck getting your piece of the Bone Bonus. We'll be right back.
Snapbacks, Crocs and Levi jeans, PBR and burnt CDs, running for the grass on the hot concrete. We're still
1025 The Bone, where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning. You're listening to JP on 1025 The Bone.
Bulls Nation, get ready to be the Thunder for the 2025 playoffs, presented by Advent Health. Tickets for round one against the Florida Panthers are on sale now. To secure your tickets and everything Lightning playoffs, visit TampaBayLightning.com/2025 playoffs.
Integrity, respect, results. Farah and Farah, expect more. Tampa.
Heard of the job? Dial pound 529 on your cell. Pound law, that's all.
John Senning here for Furman Ford, Clearwater's big Ford store. If you've been waiting, trying to figure out that perfect moment to buy a new truck or SUV, guess what? That time is now. For a limited time only, Ford Motor Company is offering employee pricing for all across a full line of trucks and SUVs. Now, what does that mean for you, you might ask? That means you're going to pay exactly what a Ford employee pays. This is an unprecedented opportunity that's going to give you massive savings on some of America's best-selling vehicles. Go see Bob Murray and my friends at Furman Ford today. They've got that brand new, big, beautiful showroom you've got to see to believe right on US 19 in Clearwater. You can even check them out online at FurmanFord.com. Furman Ford, from America, for America. Make sure you let them know that John Senning sent you.
This little piggy wasn't affected by the market. This little piggy had protected funds. This little piggy locked in college costs. This little piggy had a 1-year plan. And all the little piggies went wee to college land.
Before you know it, those tiny feet will be off to college. Save the smartest way with a Florida 529 prepaid plan. Unlike a regular savings account, the funds are dedicated and guaranteed to cover tuition costs. So when they're ready to go, you are too. Prepaid plans start at $29 a month. Open enrollment ends April 30th.
John Senning here. I'm obviously not an attorney, but Mo DeWitt is. And you probably already know that if you're injured on the go, just call Mo. Mo and his firm fights for the injured people in Tampa Bay to get them what they deserve. Fighting the insurance companies can seem overwhelming, but that's what Mo does every day, and he's ready to do it for you. No matter what life throws at you, stand up and fight to get what you deserve, and it all starts with one call to Tampa's injury attorney at 866-CALL-MO. Give him a call day or night at 866-CALL-MO. That's 866-CALL-MOE.
This April is your last chance to max your tax refund at Sun Toyota. Bring us your rebate and we'll double it up to $3,000. Then get 0% financing on select new Toyota trucks. Backed by a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance on new models. Hurry in today or shop online at suntoyota.com. Because when you make it Sun Toyota,
we make it happen.
Toyota.com. Call 1-800-639-3367 for more information.
If you've been hurt in an accident, call Bernetti PA. We make it easy. In fact, you can hire us by phone, over the internet, or we'll come to you. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Clean the spring, pollen, and allergens out of your home the easy way with Zero-Res Air Duct Experts. Mention me, Mike Calta, and get $50 off your next air duct cleaning. Just use promo code AIR50 when scheduling online at ZeroResTampaBay.com.
Fuel costs add up. That's why fleet managers like Ed Keeley of Communications Unlimited are switching to Coast, the smart Visa fuel card designed to help business owners save on fuel and cut wasteful spending.
When we first started using Coast, we saved in the neighborhood of $22,000 from our previous month's invoice from our other provider.
Get fuel rebates of 4 to 10 cents on every gallon at Coast's 30,000 partner stations across the country, like Exxon and 7-Eleven. Plus, get greater control over your spending and block unauthorized purchases before they happen.
The biggest change is the controls that the Coast product allows us to have that the other vendor didn't. There was a lot of potential for abuse out there that became virtually impossible with Coast.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. Coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. See terms at coastpay.com.
Hey, it's me, your liver. You know, the organ that helps you recover every weekend after pizza, donuts, and all those drinks. When you have a headache, you take an aspirin. You have a stomach ache, you pop an antacid. But where's the love for your best buddy, the liver? The least that you could do to help me stay healthy is take Active Liver from New Nordic. Active Liver tablets contain high-quality, all-natural ingredients like milk thistle, globe artichoke, and turmeric extracts, which are proven to keep me healthy and you feeling your best. Active Liver provides an easy daily detox and helps protect me all year long. So let me make you an offer you can't refuse. You take care of me with Active Liver, and I keep taking care of you. Capiche?
See for yourself why Active Liver is Scandinavia's #1 liver health supplement. You can find Active Liver at CVS and online at Amazon or directly from NewNordicUSA.com. Again, find it in stores at CVS or online at Amazon or NewNordicUSA.com.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Guys, if I could just have your attention.
Let's go! Turn it on now!
You might want to check this one out.
All right, here we go!
Stay right where you are.
Stand by to broadcast.
Okay, people, let's do this. Now we're ready to roll.
And now, it's JP.
Here we go.
Are you ready?
It's JP, 105 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Hour number 2 brought to you by JustCallMo.com, Tampa's injury attorneys. If you're a little bit late, Bone Bonus, the word was Wednesday. You got till 12:30 to get your shot in for the Bone Bonus on the free.
Is that legal like? Are you supposed to say it again?
Yeah, we on the other show, we always have to do it again after we come back from commercials.
I don't know. Is it legal?
Well, whatever. It is what it is. It's Wednesday. That's the word. Go do it. You have to, on the 1025 The Bone app. Have at it.
So
What?
I don't know if you saw this or not, but it's going to make me laugh because I feel the pain a little bit here. Did you see this thing about Shaquille O'Neal having to exit quickly?
No, what
Right.
happened?
I guess, he does Inside the NBA.
I love that dude.
I know.
I really do. I love that dude.
It's honestly tough to dislike him. Like, he just
Right.
seems like
He's that guy.
I hate to say it because it sounds so cliche, and I know he's got zillions of dollars and he's famous, but is he just a regular guy just who happens to have a lot of money and who's famous? Does he just seem like he's just chill?
I think if you watch, I've watched documentaries on Shaq, and if you see the way he was raised, like his father was military, that whole thing, homeboy ran a tight ship, like that guy was just raised right.
You know what? And that's what it always comes down to.
He was really just raised right. And he's funny. And he's, and he's got a great personality. So it's like he's a tough one. He's one of those guys where I've never heard anybody say anything, except breaking his balls. But,
But that's half the fun. I don't know why, but
Right.
I don't know if you watch any of that Inside the NBA stuff and with the playoffs and everything. I've been catching more than usual. But it is that camaraderie, that fun back and forth that they have, that it's not the stifled, I am going to announce this program and I'm going to be, it's just fun, it feels like. But so speaking of which, during that live show, he literally just rushed off set and right in the middle of their broadcast. What is that? I was like,
Sorry about that.
Okay, that's cool. I didn't know if that was sound effects of him leaving the set.
No, what happened to him?
Well, apparently they were kind of busting his balls again. They're like, "You all right?" And he was like, "Just keep going, just keep going. I gotta keep talking. I gotta go." And apparently they're like, "Bring matches with you." Apparently he had some,
He was touching cotton, as my wife would say.
Maybe it was. He was definitely having to use the bathroom right quick. And
Dude, that is the worst.
it is. I mean, you're on a live show, and you know how long. I can imagine how long before he physically left that he was thinking, "Oh God, I don't want to have to leave. Am I going to have to leave?" Like, he must have been wrestling with it in his head.
It happened to my relationship with my cousins, we hadn't seen each other for a very long time. And then my cousin's wife, Tracy, we were all at a funeral together, and she's like, "It's wrong that we all don't get together." And she made it a thing to make sure that the cousins all got back together. And basically, I was the outlier because their mothers are sisters, right? And I'm the outside. My father was their cousin. Okay? So I was the outsider. So anyway, I had lost touch with them. And then she made sure that I was back in the fold, and I really appreciated it. One night we went out to dinner. Nicole and I had just gone out to dinner, and I ran into them. and they had just bought a new house. They were like, come by and see the house. So we were getting ready to leave. They were getting ready to leave. We go to see the house. And as we're going there, my wife gets that feeling. Like she's got to go to the bathroom.
Uh-oh. That's just scary.
Right? So now I'm like, we have to go. She's like, no, I know, but we can't stay. And we're in there. So now, again, I hadn't seen them a lot.
Yeah.
And Nicole had barely even ever met them. And now we're in the house, and I can see what's happening to my wife. So now I have to figure out, he's showing me, my cousin's got, money, and he's showing me a boat and all this other thing, and I'm trying to rush it along, but I don't want to sound rude. But I know my wife is dying a death, and she doesn't want to go in and blow up the bathroom because she doesn't really know these people.
Yeah, and then you're screwed. This is why all
That's
why
horrible.
poopery was made, because I think you can blow it up with it still not smelling, correct? Does it work?
Yes,
I've never
you
had
can blow it up, and you can do it without it smell with poopery, and she does carry it now in her bag.
That's
I don't think she did at that point, but they also know. See, it's different with guys. If a woman is spending a little bit of time in the bathroom, it's kind of okay. Maybe she's changing, girl stuff or whatever it is. So
tampon. Say it, JP.
Right.
Say tampon.
Tampon or pad.
Okay, impressive.
What do they use now? They use those cups.
The cups.
People using cups.
Yes, Joe uses a cup.
Does she really?
She swears by it too. And I'm not talking out of school. She's mentioned this on air. Yeah, and I can't wrap my head around it, but she swears by it. See,
Sorry, George.
This is why guys could never have their periods. You're just so
It's pukey. But anyway, but if I had that same situation and I ended up just having to go, if you're in there, how long does it take a guy to pee?
Yeah.
A minute and a half tops, right?
yeah.
So if you're in there anything longer than that minute, that 90 seconds, chances are they know you're bombing the place.
See, and that's the fear for me anyway. As a woman, I'm like, I can't be in here too long, or they're going to think I'm doing that,
Right.
and I'm not.
But meanwhile, we all do it. That's what gets me.
I know.
Why is there's such a stigma? We're worried about mental health. Let's get rid of the stigma. We all crap. And yet there's a huge stigma because you don't want to be the one who blew up the bathroom in somebody's house. Because then they're telling everybody about that time their friends came over and the wife, who they barely even knew, bombed the bathroom.
And if we all have sympathy for those situations, if we all are like, oh, that would suck, then shouldn't we just not, like you said, should we just take the stigma off of it and just understand that we've all been in that situation at some point in our lives, and it's horrific?
Some of us have had to run into the woods multiple times.
Yeah, I think we know who that was.
That was me.
That was you a couple of times, too. Not just once. That's the problem. Get it together.
I think I got, off the top of my head, four times. Once I was hunting, so that doesn't count. I was already in the woods. And then there was four other times where I had to run.
The fact that you have a handful, that's too many.
That's a horrible
I do
feeling.
remember my brother telling me one time, my older brother telling me one time, when he lived here, he was going to a Bucks game and they were tailgating and eating all the tailgating food or whatever. And he was walking from HCC across the street from that parking lot to Ray J. And as he was crossing the street, he was like, this ain't good. And so he went to the right, and there's that field where everybody parks or whatever. And he said, this is so gross. He said he saw a cinder block. Oh, this is so gross. And he
sat
literally.
on the cinder block?
Yes. Ew.
Because it's got the 3 spaces?
Yes, exactly. Oh, no.
Makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
Take some aim.
And then someone's got to walk past that cinder block. Who's going to move that cinder block? And no.
Right.
No.
It's you know what's the worst about when your stomach is in that condition is that, especially okay, I can make it home, or I can make it to work, or I can make it where I have to make it, right?
Yeah.
And then you doubled over, and then it'll pass for a moment, right?
Yeah.
And the discomfort is gone. You're like, okay. Whew. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. And you start driving and you get maybe 35, 40 seconds and you're like, all right, I got this. It passed. Oh God. You know.
Not happening.
And then like, you, if you're like me, I got my left hand on the steering wheel. My right arm is going across my stomach. I'm rocking back and forth.
It's
trying to just get it to passing.
It is the fear.
And then you start making decisions. Do I think I can make it? I'm not sure if I can make it. I think if I hit this red light, there's no way I can make it. And then
I don't want to be in my car with it. I don't think I've ever, knock on wood, been in my car. I'm usually in weird, uncomfortable, where I don't want to blow up the bathroom situations, and I have to just gauge whether, and then it's, and I think it's mind over matter. I don't know. 9 out of 10 times, I just listen, booty, don't let it happen.
Yeah.
Don't let it be, please, until I let you. Sphincter. I don't know.
Just the pain.
Yeah.
And then you start to sweat.
Oh, the sweating.
The sweat beads down the ass crack.
It's just an embarrassment. It really is. I will say this, and I'm not talking out of school here because Carmen has discussed this with Mike Helta before, but I am unbelievably impressed, beyond impressed with Carmen's ability to literally do that and get out. Like it take
Roger loose.
Really?
Roger loose.
Like, and I don't know how. I don't know if I don't know what the technique is. But she'll, once in a random while, doesn't happen at all a lot, but she'll text me, I need you, and because I'm down the hall in traffic. So I'll just walk down the hall and I'll be here, to make sure the station stays on air while she's gone. And in my head, I'm like, okay, I'll post up here, listen to Mike Helta show. She's back, and I want to say 30 seconds, maybe it's a minute, but she is done. And she was like, oh, I had to go so bad. I'm like,
maybe she was touching cotton.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Shotgun blast out.
Yeah.
All right, back to work.
Good for her.
I remember
the turtle heads.
When I was early on dating Nicole, we were driving back to like her side of town, and I had to poop, but I didn't want to say anything to her.
Of course.
But
still trying to hide
and it was
yeah.
bad, and it was to the point where she wanted to smoke, and she passed it to me, and I go, I can't do that. And she's like, what do you mean you can't do it? I go, it's not worth the risk. Because it's just one bad cough, or like, and then it's like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Did she know then? Did you kind of tell her without telling her?
I told her immediately. I was like, I got to be honest. I got to use the bathroom. That's playing a dangerous game. And she laughed. She thought it was hilarious.
And that was how early into the dating?
This was like probably 2 months in.
Oh, that's a respectable time.
Yeah.
It wasn't right away.
Right.
You got to.
Were there any sleepovers yet?
Oh, yeah. We were going to a sleepover. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She's like, oh, no kids this week. I'm like, let's head over then.
Let me crap real first. That doesn't feel romantic or sexy at all.
So did you pull over and go somewhere, or did you go to the place where you guys were having a sleepover and then bomb that bathroom?
Yeah, I bombed her toilet. Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that.
Well, I took a shower after.
You gotta pull over.
No,
wait a second, Monica.
Pull over.
Do we need to talk about your first date with your husband? The first thing he did was bomb your bathroom. And then you banged him on the floor.
Yes, I did. Listen, there was like 2, 3, 4 hours in between. I had to make up my mind after he didn't pay for any drinks whatsoever at all.
This guy came in, blew up your bathroom, took you on a date.
He did spray. That's how I knew he was using the spray in there. I'm just saying.
Took you on a date, didn't pay for anything.
No.
Brought you home, and then you banged him on the floor.
Yep. That's my life. That's the self-esteem of
on the first
zero.
night.
Yep. After I didn't invite him in for the record, I was like, okay, good night, and we were leaving, and whatever, we kissed in the car, good night, and I got out of the car, was like living in a they call it garden view base apartment where you go downstairs. You know? And so I got out of the car, went downstairs, was fumbling with my keys, and all of a sudden I like felt I turned around and he was standing right behind me. Like I didn't ask you to come in, but okay, let's bang. I don't know.
Oh boy. Yeah. All right. Well, good job, Shaq.
Sorry, Shaq. Sorry about your luck, Shaq.
Shaq made it back in time.
He did say, yeah. He came back, and of course they're busting his balls on the air about it, saying, oh, blah blah blah. And he said he said that while he was contemplating what he should do, like whoever was going on and on and on, he was like, he goes, I'm sitting in here thinking, shut the hell up and hurry up. Like he wanted whoever was talking to get to commercial.
We got to get the break.
Yeah. Didn't happen.
All right. Dead woman in the envelope today, ladies and gentlemen. The woman we have, she is a white American actress. Handful of movies, handful of TV shows. One of those shows is really what made her a household name. Monifa.
Okay. Household name is interesting. That TV show, was that a drama?
No, it was not a drama. Diz.
Was she a supporting character in the show that made it big for her?
She.
Like, it wasn't her show. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it was, shall we say, an ensemble cast.
Yeah, we have to now.
All right. So if she was part of something, and then she had other shows that she was a part of something. But the first show, that one show that I'm talking about early on in her career, was the one that really broke her out. 800-771-1025. Again, white American woman, actress, handful of movies, handful of television shows. It's one television show that she was on that led to everything else and really kind of made her a household name. All right? Dead Guy in the Envelope, 125 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Your first questions when we come back. We'll be right back.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The open mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Work Zone Awareness Week is a reminder to prioritize safety every time you drive. Road workers are out there improving Florida's highways, and they depend on you to slow down and stay alert. Speeding and distractions put lives at risk, yours and theirs. Let's work together to protect everyone on the road. Remember, when you see orange cones, safety comes first. This is a message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
If you lost a car from a flood or an accident and then discovered that your insurance wouldn't cover the whole amount of the loan that you have, you need GAP coverage from Achieva Credit Union, and they will give you GAP coverage free with an auto loan. Visit an Achieva branch today or go to achievacu.com, ACHIEVACU, to find out more. Free guaranteed asset protections included with eligible auto loans. Visit achievacu.com for more details. Achieva is federally insured by the NCUA.
Mom and Dad seemed different after a European-style holiday on MSC Cruises.
Call us Cloud and Yvette.
The ship had restaurants, shops, and nightlife.
Ah, La Galleria.
And of course, American touches like an aqua park and a sweets shop.
American je ne sais quoi.
Mom, you're from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, Kevin.
Book now and save up to 30% off, plus kids sale free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
If you've been hurt in an accident, Bernetti PA is here with a quick response. One call and we're on it. It's fast, easy, and focused on you. Quick action, real results. Bernetti PA, we're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Have you ever taken your family to dinner and been shocked at how expensive the bill was? Or gone to the doctor and been surprised by a large bill that was sent to you later in the mail? There is over $22 trillion in U.S. tax-deferred retirement accounts like the IRA and 401k. So do you know how much you will owe in taxes on those accounts in the future? Hi, I'm Rebecca Walser, principal of Walser Wealth Management and a tax attorney. And right now, I want you to think about how much you've saved in your own deferred retirement accounts, whether it's $250,000 or more. Guess what? That is not all of your money. You will have to pay those taxes in retirement as you withdraw it when you have no income. At Walser Wealth, we created a retirement tax bill calculator to show you what you will pay in future taxes on your accounts, and it's free for you to use. Go to mytaxtest.com. Knowledge is only power when it's followed by action. Knowing your future taxes, we can show you strategies that might help you lower them and lower your tax burden overall in the future. For now, use our free tax calculator, mytaxtest.com, mytaxtest.com.
Avoid the stress of preparing to sell your home with the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. You can skip the hassle of spring cleaning and sell your home fast and for maximum value. Hey, it's JP, and don't worry about showings, open houses, or costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer allows you to bypass the market. You'll receive an all-cash offer and close within days. With over 12,500 five-star reviews, you can trust Mark Spain Real Estate to sell your home fast with their guaranteed cash offer. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
I'm John
Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to JP.
All right, it's JP 105 The Bone, Real Raw Radio, playing Dead Guy in the Envelope. It's brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com. The way we play the game is this. I give you the clues. The clues you have so far are you have a white American woman. She was an actress. She's got a handful of movies, bunch of television. She's definitely got one show on TV that made her a household name and really kind of led to everything else in her career. 800-771-1025. Monica, what was the question you asked me?
I asked if was it a drama? And you said no.
Yeah, nothing to do with drama, and well, at least the big show with nothing to do with drama. I would stay away from drama with her, and she was in one of the shows, a couple of the shows, part of like ensemble cast kind of things. Bob, line 6. Go ahead, Bob.
Hey, was he in shows with Carol Burnett?
No, nothing to do with Carol Burnett. Let's do Lance, line 5.
Was she in a show with Dick Van Dyke?
No. David, line 4.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, man.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Was she a looker?
Yeah, she was a good-looking woman. I don't know if she's like, high school boy poster on the wall in the room, but she's a good-looking woman. She's definitely a pretty woman, yeah.
Oh, then that killed my guess.
Well, who are you thinking?
You guys have a great day. Love the show.
All right, thanks, dude. Let's go with Todd on line 3. Go ahead, Todd.
Hey, is this dead broad a blonde?
Woman.
Oh, sorry.
I've seen, if you do like a Google image of her, I've seen her blonde. I've seen her with red hair. I've seen her as a brunette. So do with that what you will. I'll give you another question. Go ahead.
Did she co-star with another lady?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Is it Rusty Wallace?
Rusty Wallace? No. No. Let's go with Huey on line 2. Go, Huey.
Hey, afternoon, everybody. My guess is, was she born in Cincinnati?
No.
One of these times, his born in city is going to happen, and I'm going to be so happy for Huey.
Wade on line 1. Go ahead, Wade.
She passed away within the past 5 years?
No. She did not. Jim, line 7.
Was her show a comedy?
Yep.
Was her name in the title of the show?
What?
She had one show that had her last name in it, but there's no way you know it. No way. But I gotta give you a yes, because technically there was a show that had her last name in it that she appeared on.
Did the show air in the 1960s?
No. Nothing to do with the 60s. John, line 4.
Hey, guys, was her show in the 70s?
No. No.
Are we going in the right direction?
Yes. So keep moving forward. 80s and beyond.
I believe
I'll give
I
it to you.
earned a ding.
You want a ding?
I
Okay.
mean, I got it right there. It is.
You want to give us nerd notes in the meantime? 800-771-1025. Monica's got your nerd notes.
I'm a nerd. A dead woman in the envelope, a white American actress that did a handful of movies and a handful of TV shows. The TV show that we know her best from was a comedy, and it was early on in her career, you said. It made her a household name, which I found interesting. She was part of an ensemble cast. She was a good-looking woman, and she did not die in the last 5 years.
Correct. 800-771-1025. Mark, line 1.
Hey, guys. Was she co-starring with Robert Newhart?
No. And let me give you a little hint here, because I'm cool like that.
All right. You know, when you say you're cool, you're not cool.
Oh, I'm cool. Okay. One of the shows that you probably know that made her a household name, I said it was an ensemble cast and it was a comedy. How many really ensemble comedy shows, 80s? That should help you out. Kyle on line 2. Go ahead, Kyle.
A lot of hints.
Yeah, wasn't that show Saturday Night Live?
Yes, it was.
Oh.
Okay. Was it Gilda Radner?
It is not Gilda Radner.
Oh, but that
this
does.
woman's career was definitely helped along by Saturday Night Live. Really is kind of what made her. Frank, line 3.
Hey, my question is, did she have a sweater that had her first name on it in the show?
No. I'm assuming you're talking about Laverne, and that she always had the L on her sweaters.
I was so jealous of that. I wanted all my shirts to have M's on them. Why don't I do that now? I'm an adult. I could do that. I could have all my shirts have M. Why don't I?
I don't know.
Maybe I will.
Nothing's stopping you. Brandon, line 2.
Oh, Brandon Gome.
Lou, line 4.
Was she on Cheers?
No.
Did she have successful, popular, whatever that we would know shows after SNL?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Couple of them. She did a lot of voice work stuff, too.
I can only think Julia Louis-Dreyfus. And was she even on SNL? And she's alive.
Was, and she's alive.
I know. That's why I'm like, I don't know what to do here. Okay. All right.
Zach, line 5.
That physically hurts, by the way.
Hey, guys, love your show. Sorry I'm on the highway right now. My guess is Mary Tyler.
Who? No.
I don't know, but he didn't ask
I
a
guess-
question first.
No. Don't you know the rules? You have to ask a question. Yes or no question before you give your answer, your guess. Dave, line 2. Good, Dave.
Hello?
Hey, man.
Oh, sorry. Was she on a late night TV show?
Yes.
Can I make a guess?
Sure.
Was it Jane Curtin?
Household name? I don't even know who
It
that
was
is.
not Jane Curtin. John, line 4.
Oh, he just took my guess. Was her first name Mary?
No.
Walking a thin line there, buddy.
No. First name was not Mary. SNL alum who had a bunch of shows, some shows after that as well, but SNL. She was on SNL for a long time. She was on SNL for about 8 years. Not bad. Doug, line 3.
She was on Saturday Night Live. We understand that.
Yes.
Then she was on different TV shows
And she did movies.
and movies, but she wasn't on Kate and Allie.
She was not on Kate and Allie. No, you're thinking Jane Curtin.
Remember
Right.
Kate and Allie? Ugh.
I think Jane Curtin was on
I
Kate
wanted
and
to
Allie.
live in their apartment so bad. They had like the stairs that came down. Ugh,
Dave, line 5.
we're living my youth right now.
Hey, on Saturday Night Live, did she imitate like Betty Davis and Margaret, people like that?
Yes.
Jan Hooks?
Jan Hooks is the dead woman In the Envelope, yes. She went on from Saturday Night Live. She did Designing Women. She was on Third Rock from the Sun for a whole bunch of episodes, too. She did a bunch of episodes of The Simpsons as well. She was on 30 Rock for a little bit. She did a couple episodes of 30 Rock and some movies, too. She did Pee-wee's Big Adventure. She was in Wildcats with Goldie Hawn. Congratulations, man. You got yourself, let's see, your choice. What do we have? We have Maynard's 60th birthday with Perfect Circle, Primus, and Pussifer. We have the Rays and the Royals, or we have Ice Cube. Which would you like?
That's funny. I just bought the Ice Cube tickets. I'll take another set. I'll give them to some friends.
All right,
I love it.
You got a pair of tickets to see Ice Cube, Truth to Power,
Twofer.
4 Decades of Attitude Tour at Amalie Arena, September 11th. Congratulations. You are a winner.
Also, sir.
Hold on.
Dave, what if the tickets we give you are better, then you can give the crappy seats to your friends?
I doubt that.
Oh, Dave is an Ice Cube fan. All right, just checking.
Nice.
Okay.
She was great, Jane Curtin. Jan Hooks.
I have to Google.
You don't
her.
know who she is?
I'm sure I do. I'm just not good with. I'm sure I know who Jane Curtin.
What's the broad's name? I'll look it up.
Woman.
What did I say?
Who?
Oh. Oh, what's her name?
Stupid bitch
Jan
is what I think of when I.
Jan Hooks.
I knew you weren't going to know who she was.
She's not bad.
Yeah, she's a good-looking woman.
Google?
She's funny, man. Real funny.
We're all
Something
Googling
like
Jan
SNL.
Hooks right now.
For some reason,
okay, yeah.
my television, we have like a Samsung, has like Samsung TV, and there's like a dedicated channel on there just for SNL.
Oh.
And that old SNL stuff is just so good. And I watched, what the hell's the name? Who's the one who did Mean Girls? She directed Mean
Tina
Girls.
Fey?
Tina Fey. I told you the other day, I was watching the thing, that interview show with Dave Letterman. That Letterman's.
You were telling me about that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and for whatever reason, I watched the one with Caitlin Clark the other day, and then I was like, oh, this is pretty good, and I just kind of kept scrolling, and he did one with Tina Fey.
Oh,
Tina
she's so
Fey,
funny.
That girl is just amazingly funny.
Listen, you're not
with
going to.
Zero effort.
I know. You're not going to, but if you read her book, you will be laughing, and you will find out a lot about her. Like, she definitely has a really interesting life, and she's very funny. She makes it a funny read.
I bet.
Just read it.
Yeah,
my whole goal in life is to get you to read a book that you wouldn't have thought to read, but then you do, and then you like it, and then you're like, Monica, that's so awesome. Thank you. None of that's going to happen, is it?
Probably not. It's JP 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. I'll be right back.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. Barbecue Love Fest is back.
Woo! I smell barbecue.
It's the celebration of all things barbecue, good times, and cooking for a cure. Barbecue Love Fest, May 3rd from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. at Perry Harvey Park in downtown Tampa. Get samples of the best barbecue from over 20 cooking teams, over 7 renowned pitmasters from across the country, and live music. Eat barbecue, vote on the best cook team, and watch live music outside at the nicest time of the year. What's better than that? Join the Bone Saturday, May 3rd. And it's the day of the Derby. There'll be coverage of the Kentucky Derby all day. Hey, you can even wear a big dumb hat. Proceeds benefit Friedrich's Ataxia Research Alliance. Get your tickets early right now at theboneonline.com. 102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio.
If Heineken Silver was a 60-second radio ad, it'd tell you all the stuff you need to know in only 30 seconds to keep things light and refreshing. Seriously, time me. Heineken Silver, a world-class light beer that's surprisingly crisp and refreshing. Made with only premium quality ingredients and just 2.9 grams of carbs and 95 calories. All without compromising on taste. Heineken Silver. Order now at Heineken.com/silver. Must be 21 and older to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly. Whew. 30 seconds. That's it. Done. Peace.
Drip, drip, drop. Are you tired of leaky faucets, climbing into a tub with water that never gets to that right temperature? Well, the folks over at Climate Design Home Services can help. They've got licensed plumbers on staff that can stop those leaky faucets and install a new hot water tank in less than a day, even the tankless kind that'll save you money. Doesn't matter if it's a clogged drain, sewer line replacement, or even repiping. Call Climate Design Home Services. They will take care of all your needs. 727-295-1572. That's 727-295-1572. Or you can simply go to climatedesign.com and get that leaky faucet fixed today. Say goodbye to that annoying drip, drip, drop, and go to climatedesign.com and say goodbye to those drips. climatedesign.com.
Over 700 new Hyundais, tariff-free at Crown Hyundai. Get financing as low as 0%, buy with zero down, or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Tucson SE for only $259 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownhyundai.com.
With approved credit, 36-month lease, 10K miles a year, $39.99 due at signing.
I'm honored by the number of referrals that Bernetti PA gets from others in our legal profession. We have represented clients referred to us by other law firms and even represented judges. They've called us. Why shouldn't you? Call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
This is a cat named Mo, and All-American Gunslingers, Newport Richie's #1 gun range, wants you to know that education is the key to safety, and shooting is a diminishing skill, so classes and training are crucial. All-American Gunslingers has training from holster draw to pistol intro and rifle and skill drills. And don't forget, League Night is a friendly competition with new and advanced shooters every Thursday, 7:30 to 9:30, with prizes awarded weekly. All-American Gunslingers. Your rights right down the street from the Gulf of America. Your safety, your freedom.
Fuel costs add up. That's why fleet managers like Ed Keeley of Communications Unlimited are switching to Coast, the smart Visa fuel card designed to help business owners save on fuel and cut wasteful spending.
When we first started using Coast, we saved in the neighborhood of $22,000 from our previous month's invoice from our other provider.
Get fuel rebates of 4 to 10 cents on every gallon at Coast's 30,000 partner stations across the country, like Exxon and 7-Eleven. Plus, get greater control over your spending and block unauthorized purchases before they happen.
The biggest change is the controls that the Coast product allows us to have that the other vendor didn't. There was a lot of potential for abuse out there that became virtually impossible with Coast.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. Coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. See terms at coastpay.com.
Take advantage of the Freedom of Choice pricing event at Cherry Elm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. 1,000 new vehicles in stock with zero down, 0% APR, and zero payments for 90 days. At the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S., cherryelm.com. 1-800-840-0798 for complete details.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us too in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
NASCAR lives right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm.
This week, Race Day Sunday on The Bone is live with the Jack Links 500 from Talladega Super Speedway. The race starts at 3 p.m. with the live coverage beginning at 2.
Race Day Sundays, where NASCAR lives in Tampa Bay. Right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm Jeep Ram. #1 in the country. And now back to JP.
dulcet tones of Ozzy Osbourne. 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio's JP, Monica, and Dizzy. John Senning's going to take over in about 15 minutes or so. Reminder, tomorrow at 11:20, we're going to do high, low, red, black for your shot to win tickets to the Bolts game tomorrow night at Amalie. That is courtesy of ticketbash.com. My good friend Vinny Tickets at ticketbash.com. The price you see is the price you pay. Never any hidden fees. No nonsense.
Will we?
Just great seats and great prices. Ticketbash.com. What?
You have to. You're a betting man. You like to bet. Will we still be doing up, down, left, right, center this time tomorrow?
Get it right.
In
It
and
is
out, back
high,
and forth,
low,
to and
red,
fro.
black, and no, we will not be doing it by now.
Okay.
I don't think. I think it maybe will last a segment, maybe a segment.
What? Just one segment? You think it's only going to be one
Based on
segment?
history, why would you ever say that?
Yeah, you're wild.
Like, just because of experience, though. Like, just because we've lived it, how are you even coming to that conclusion?
I just, I feel it.
Oh, okay. You're saying Monica's going to win the first one.
No, I'm just saying that you guys make more of this than it really is.
No, we don't.
No,
we really don't.
We lived it. And by the way, you're Mr. Card Puller. Poor Garrett's over there answering, putting all the calls on hold. I'm over here sweating my ass off.
So, yeah, I'm doing all the cars. I'm taking the calls. I'm playing the sounds. I'm doing everything. But I'm worried about Diz having to answer the phones.
I'm just saying he's lived answering the phones the whole time. Like, he's lived it. And I've sat over here just cringing.
Okay. Well, listen, tomorrow somebody's going to be. Isn't it all about, we'll have fun.
Is it?
We don't do it often. I do want to figure out a way to do one day to do a scavenger hunt.
Oh,
So the way
that's
we've done
so much
way
fun.
we've done it on the other show, but you got to realize, on Long Island, we know the area like the back of our hands. So
we don't know this area?
Well, you don't because you think it's dirty, but
yeah, and you won't even cross bridges and things. So but the way we've always done that is that we just we send somebody out and we hide an envelope somewhere, and then we let the callers call in with yes or no. We give clues. And then the callers call in with yes or no questions a la Dead Guy that we don't necessarily have to answer. But if we don't answer it, that's
I think we could workshop it.
Oh, I'm down.
We could workshop it and make it work here. Scavenger hunt.
Yeah, I would like to, next time I'm down there, if we have some time, I would love to see if we can map something out for next time we have something really cool like playoff tickets or maybe figure out a way to do it for
Let
the
me
second
ask you
round.
this. Would people do that? Would people participate in a
Yes.
And a
It's
scavenger
got to be
hunt?
a great prize.
Yeah,
it's got to be something
sure.
great. We don't bother, like on the other show, we don't bother doing it unless we have something that's killer.
Sure. And they got to work for it, which I respect and understand and appreciate. But are they running around St. Pete or wherever we do it, to the beaches or wherever we're going? Are they doing that?
On the other show, a lot of times they'll work with partners because it's a pair of tickets.
Oh, genius.
Smart. So they'll bring partners in. And a lot of times, honestly, people just want to play along on the phones and to know if they're right.
I also want to take part in the scavenger hunt, or at least.
Well, what I could do is put you in the streets.
Yes, I would do that.
And then you be the person in the street, but everybody knows you have to hide because you don't want to be seen.
But I mean, who's going to see me? Like, wherever the end game, I'm at the end game, right? I'm at the last stop.
Right,
Who's
but you
gonna
got to
know?
be in your car because you want to go. You want to get video of them running up and finding the envelope. You got to
Brett
do the
does
whole.
a great job. I want to do this so bad.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure out a way to do it.
Okay.
I really want to do it.
I'm in.
So
I'm
at
all
some
in.
point, I mean, if the Bolts make it to the Cup, hopefully it can put something together by then.
I think you meant to
You know
say
what the problem
when.
is? The problem is when the prize is very big, a la Stanley Cup tickets. If I get something wrong, then all the complaints come in.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
What do you mean if you get something wrong?
Like if someone's asking me a question or the location and I get it wrong.
Oh, yeah, you can't mess that up.
It's exactly.
So we'll double, triple, quadruple check before we put it out there. We'll be good. You're overthinking it, man. That's you. That's you and your one thing. Like, what if I put the wrong thing out? Then everyone's going to hate me.
Why does he have an Hispanic accent?
Well, because when I do the other accent, I do the...
Or when you talk like GP like I do over here, over there, over where.
Open the drawer.
I saw.
You know, if I do the wrong thing, people are gonna hate me.
I didn't say they were going to hate
Scavenger
me.
hunt.
They start complaining to the radio station, and there's rules. There's a whole thing. We got to talk to Olivero. There's
Yeah, I really think Mike, and that's the funny part about this. We would screw it all up. Mike Olivero gets involved. It's like runs like a well-oiled machine. I will say this. It's not like he doesn't have, 75 million other things to do that he can just take time off to make up a scavenger hunt for us. But
Well, I would make it up, but I would have to sit there. It would have to be the three of us, and then bring Mike in. Well, we'll see what happens. Anyway, hopefully. But tomorrow, 11:20, high, low, red, black for your first shot to win tickets for tomorrow night's game at Amalie.
And that's going to be a good one because they are going to be coming back with a vengeance, and it's going to be so exciting and electric in that place.
Yeah.
So you're going to want to be there. And it's 6:30 puck drop on Thursday.
Oh, it's a 6:30
So
game?
yeah, so that's nice and early for people who have to get up early or whatever. You're good to go.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I don't
Is
know.
Drew broadcasting from Amalie
I don't
again?
know. I don't know. That's a good question. I'm sorry. I don't want to say either way because I don't know.
Yes. Sorry.
Oh, tomorrow he
Yeah,
is?
yeah,
I mean,
yes.
yeah, tomorrow. Okay.
The
That's always fun. I look at him. Did you see, not to get off on a Drew tangent, but did you see him reuniting with the nurse that helped him through chemo?
Is that who that dude was?
Yes. It was the nurse who like basically helped nurse him back to health, and they met outside. Since then for the first time outside of the office environment and everything, and actually at the game.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's got to feel like be an amazing feeling.
I can't imagine.
Because think about it, when you're an oncology nurse, how many people do you see die? Right? So when you run into somebody like Drew,
who's thriving
and cares enough to get excited to hug you when they see you and that kind of thing, that's got to be a pretty fulfilling gig.
Unbelievable. Yeah. I told you. I think I told you. Charlie's daughter, who had cancer when she was way younger, and
Charlie
Belcher. Sorry.
Okay.
And so she, fought hard, like an unbelievable strong warrior, and came back, and she's cancer free now. And she went to college, and she decided she wanted to be a nurse, and then she decided to be an oncology nurse, and now she's working. Now she's working at the same exact hospital where
That
she
treated her?
was. Yes. That's just me chills again talking about it.
So she gets it.
Yes.
That is a job that I could never, ever do.
Amazing people. I can't imagine her daily, just like we show up to work and we got stuff going on or whatever. Could you imagine showing up to your shift there? And they're not short shifts, right? They have like 12, 14, whatever they are.
It depends on the gig. But I remember just like I had gotten sick like with what COVID was before COVID, a few months before COVID. I ended up in the emergency room out of nowhere. It came and hit me from like they couldn't figure out what it was.
It was COVID.
It was probably COVID.
And nobody knew it yet.
Honestly, it was probably COVID, but like that first early batch where it was hitting people, and because they had me on, they didn't. I mean, I wasn't intubated or anything like that, but they could not get my fever under control. I crapped myself, like the whole deal, and I had to tell the nurse that I crapped myself, and she didn't even blink.
What?
I would have been like, dude, you got to die. I got to go. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, you shouldn't have said that. Now I can't touch you and you're dead.
Oh, it was awful.
That's the thing. And like, can you imagine? Like, I always tell this story because it boggles my mind. This was forever ago when my cousin Nikki was still doing her, like, before she was a doctor, whatever. There's stages, intern and citizenship. I don't know, whatever. There's different stages in it, and she was in that process.
Residency.
Yeah, residency. And we were shopping for shoes or whatever. She was buying Crocs. This is forever ago. And I go, oh, those look weird. And she's like, oh, these are the most comfortable shoes you'll ever have. I'm like, oh, that's cool. You need those. And she's like, yeah, I don't even care about the color because by the end of my shift, there's going to be blood and urine and puke on there. I'm like, why would there ever be blood or urine or puke, get alone all three? She's like, Monica, that's just
She's a nurse in an ER.
And I go, oh my God, doctor. I go, oh my God, I can't believe.
Doctor, I'm sorry.
That this is part of, like, you're going to show up for your shift.
Most women are nurses, not doctors.
Okay, she can't possibly be smart enough. She's just a girl. The fact that that's what you know is going to happen when I have to go home. I'm not.
That's a special breed of people, man.
I can't.
That is a special breed of people.
Thank you to the doctors
everybody.
and nurses.
What'd you say?
I said thank you to the doctors and the nurses.
All those first responders.
Mm-hmm.
They're better people than me.
100%.
All right, we'll be back tomorrow again, one more time, 11:20, high-low, red, black for tickets for the Bolts game tomorrow night at Amalie. John Senning is in next. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Dizzy. Enjoy the Senning Show. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 11. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think.
Makes me feel good.
Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Ruck, run, or walk it at the 3rd Annual Sergeant Anthony Patrick Malstat's Defender Ruck on June 7th. Choose the 5K, 2.2-mile Ruck Walk, or go virtual. Every step supports military mental health and suicide prevention, plus music, food, raffles, and more. Sign up now at defenderruck.com and use the code THEBONE for $10 off.
If you're hurt, accept no substitute. Call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Hi, I'm Patrick Thomas.
And I'm Heather Thomas from Bolt Electric, where we believe that the right way is the only way to do home electrical.
We believe the National Electrical Code is really the minimum standard, not the maximum standard.
We believe you deserve better electrical parts and better service.
We believe in ongoing training for our electricians.
Because there's no end to learning and improving.
Because at Bolt, we believe your safety is our core priority. Electrical problem? Call Bolt.
Online at boltelectric.com.
Avoid the stress of preparing to sell your home with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. You can skip the hassle of spring cleaning and sell your home fast and for maximum value. Hey, it's JP, and don't worry about showings, open houses, or costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer allows you to bypass the market. You'll receive an all-cash offer and close within days. With over 12,500 five-star reviews, you can trust Mark Spain Real Estate to sell your home fast with their guaranteed cash offer. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Cox Media Group is an equal opportunity employer. In accordance with the FCC's EEO regulations, any organization that distributes information about employment opportunities to job seekers or refers job seekers to employers may request that it be provided notice of Cox Media Group job vacancies as they occur. If your organization would like to be notified of such vacancies, please contact Olivia Romano, Cox Media Group, 11300 4th Street North, number 300, St. Petersburg, Florida, 33716, or at olivia.romano@cmg.com. Each organization that wishes to be given notice of job vacancies must provide its name, mailing address, email address if applicable, telephone number, contact person, and identify the category or categories of vacancies of which it requests notice. An organization may request notice of all vacancies.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
It's Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I've got something important to talk to you about, your 401k. If you have changed jobs, there are two very important considerations. You don't want to leave your 401k behind, and you don't want to roll it over into your new company plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. 401ks will often have limited investments or age-based options. Since companies have to make choices to suit all employees, they may not be suited to you, which could cost you fees and money. When you roll over your 401k into an IRA, you not only keep your money growing tax deferred, but you also gain access to a world of investment options specifically designed for you. Trajan Wealth and our fiduciary advisors have helped thousands, and we can do the same for you. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor.
Attention.
If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 813-492-8255. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 813-492-8255. That's 813-492-8255.
Cat name Mo for Crunch Fitness, where you can join now for $0 enrollment. Membership started at $9.99 a month. Go to crunch.com, where you can also find out about the tons of strength and cardio equipment, all cutting-edge machines to make you lean or pack on muscle for the upcoming summertime. $0 enrollment. How do you beat free with membership starting again at $9.99 a month? With nearly 500 locations nationwide, you will have no trouble finding a convenient gym close by. Go to crunch.com for the location nearest you and get crunched. Hurry, offer ends 4:30.
My name is attorney Bill Sansoni. You might know me as Dead Air Sansoni from the Ask the Dom show. I represent people accused in crimes in Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco, Manatee, Polk, and Sarasota counties. I also represent clients in federal court across the country. If you have been arrested or accused of a crime, call me, Bill Dead Air